Truman Talks Law on Great Day Live is sponsored by the Karl Truman Law Office.
2 decades ago, a woman sued McDonald's after spilling hot coffee on herself. It's a familiar example of how people take advantage of America's legal system.
But attorney Karl Truman says most people think they know the facts of the case, but do they really? It's the subject of a documentary, Hot Coffee, the movie.
Hey, Karl, good to see you again. And by the way, that story obviously turned into a watershed moment in terms of, because there were all kinds of jokes and then rumors and stories, right. and a lot of that has been disproven now, correct?
Absolutely, well, what I'm talking about, what I'm giving away today is a copy of the documentary. Of course, I had no involvement in the making of that. It's just a great program that I wanted to promote so people can really know the facts of what truly happened.
Because they were embellished a bit, like you said. Let's go over the facts of that case, if you don't mind. In reality, what really happened to Stella Liebeck the day that she was burned so badly from that coffee at McDonald's?
Right. Well, so many people think they know what really happened. Oh,
right.
Just a woman just spilled hot coffee.
Right.
Well, but you actually have to go back before that. That even before Stella Liebeck had these injuries, McDonald's had already had over 700 complaints and claims of injuries for being burned by hot coffee. And the McDonald's coffee at the time was between 180 to 190 degrees. Now that is past the scalding temperature for any hot coffee or hot liquids. And if you look at your typical coffee maker at home, it's probably in the range of about 130 degrees. So we're not talking about just spilling a cup of hot coffee. And so what was done is that they proved through depositions and questioning and discovery of McDonald's that they knew there was a problem, but yet for financial reasons, because they sell billions of cups of coffee a day, they made a financial decision that they were going to ignore these claims, thinking that, oh, nobody would ever take it seriously, in order to continue to sell the coffee.
And there, I was just going to say, there were comparable cases to the other stories that have come up that have just kind of blistered and mushroomed into things that the public sort of turned into a joke when there were real stakes involved. Like in the 1980s, there was another case. The
man that was in the phone booth and a truck hit it and he sued the phone company?
Sure. So this again, the whole McDonald's thing kind of spins off into examples of why people want to limit our ability to address our damages in court. They want, people who want to limit lawsuits, limit your ability to have jury trials, all of these rights that people see headlines like this and want to freely give away. So the other case was an example. Even President Reagan used it in one of his speeches, talking about a man who was in a phone booth and was hit by a car and now wanted to sue the phone company and how ridiculous that was. Well, but when you look at the facts behind that little news clip, what really happened is that the person in the phone booth saw the car coming, and because the door in the phone booth was defective, he couldn't get out and then was hit by the car. So yes, he did sue the phone company and the manufacturer of the phone booth, but it was because of the defective door, not because he was hit by a car.
Yeah, like old wives' tales, though, the stories get distorted and changed and altered over the years, and that changes perception.
And they spin off even into completely fabricated stories. For example, I constantly get, even today, emails from people, how emails just spread and spread. They call them the Stella Awards, after Stella from the McDonald's case, about, for example, my favorite is that a man was driving his Winnebago, put on the cruise control,
and made a
sandwich and crashed and sued Winnebago.
I wrote that one.
That's a good one. But
that is completely made up.
But really, this woman had a good case. She got third-degree burns from this coffee. She was not driving and drinking her coffee at the same time, like so many people think. She was parked in the lot trying to put in her cream and sugar. It spilled in her lap, and she was burned severely. Was in the hospital for a week. So she had a Bible case, and she won.
And all she ever asked from McDonald's was to pay her medical bills, and they refused.
So.
And actually, when people think that she really got millions, she did not get millions. In any type of lawsuit, there's what's called compensatory damages, which is your out-of-pocket, your actual pain and suffering, and then punitive damages.
Oh. Well, you can win a DVD of this Hot Coffee, the movie. Our 11th caller right now, 582-7227.
All right, and you can call Karl anytime at his office, 222-2222 for the Karl Truman Law Office. TrumanLaw.com is the website.